Everyone is sleeping on the biggest energy gold mine in America and is sitting quietly inside universities, not tech startups, not utilities, campuses, and the consultants who understand microgrids. They're printing money. Here's what most people don't know. U.S. campuses are bleeding money on energy. They run 24/7 buildings, labs, hospitals, supercomputers, stadiums, but they buy power the same way as a strip mall. That's insane. And when the national grid fails, research stops, classes close, hospitals go dark. One major outage can cost a university millions. That's why campuses are now turning to microgrids, self-contained energy systems that can run independently of the national grid. Think of it as a private power plant that never sleeps. Solar plus batteries plus CHP plus backup generation plus AI-powered load control. One campus called it the best insurance policy we've ever bought. And here's the twist. Universities aren't just saving money, they're making money. Microgrids let them sell excess power back to utilities, get paid to provide grid stability, peak out costs, monetize sustainability goals for grants and partnerships, recruit students with green campus. Branding. This isn't an energy upgrade, it's a revenue engine. Campuses are dream clients. They have massive energy loads, 20 to 40-year planning horizons, huge sustainability mandates, pressure to lower tuition costs. In short, they want microgrids, they need microgrids, and they can afford microgrids. Here's where you come in. Universities don't know how to build microgrids. Utilities move too slowly. Installers only sell hardware. That leaves a massive consulting gap. And right now, that gap is worth hundreds of millions. A microgrid consultant is basically a translator between the campus, the engineering firms, the utility, and the government. You help a campus understand how much they'll save, how much they'll earn, how resilient they'll be. You don't need to be an engineer. You need to speak about business, risk, finance, and energy incentives, because the stakes are massive. If a campus invests $20 to $80 million in a microgrid, a consultant who saves them 10% just made them $8 million. That's why consultants charge $50,000, $120,000, even $350,000 per project, and the work repeats every few years as the grid evolves. A campus microgrid doesn't make money in one way, it stacks revenue streams, like a business portfolio. Selling excess solar power, earning demand response payments, avoiding blackouts. Every dollar saved or earned is measurable. One university reduced outage losses by 95%, cut energy costs by 30%, and now uses its microgrid as a research lab that brings in federal funding. Another campus created an energy-as-a-service partnership, saving money and earning annual payments. This isn't theory, it's happening everywhere. You don't start by pitching a microgrid, you start by diagnosing waste. You offer an audit, load profile analysis, peak demand review, resiliency gap report. Then you recommend a phased microgrid plan and guide the campus through funding, partners, tech selection, permitting, and installation. Energy prices are rising, outages are increasing, federal incentives are at record highs, and campuses are under pressure to cut emissions fast. This is the perfect storm that turns microgrid consulting into a decade-long boom. If you want a deep breakdown of how campuses turn microgrids into multi-million-dollar assets and how consultants step into six-figure roles, drop grid in the comments.